Hello, welcome back. And today we got a really exciting trade that we want to review to you. And I hope you guys are tuning in. And I'm going to wait for a few moments for the rest of you to come in. And if you are watching us live on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, please send us a chat message right now. Okay, really excited about what I'm about to share with you because this is mind-boggling. I think we're going to learn so much about options trading concepts today. Hello, welcome back, Casey Mac. Good to see you. And of course, the rest of you, if you're just watching us for the first time, please drop us a message on the chat. And I know you are watching us live, all right? So let me just make sure all the systems are in place. Today, I'll be teaching you guys about some very advanced techniques of options trading. So good for my options trading class students as well. Yesterday night, we had one long session just talking about salvation strategy. I think I just squeezed out all their brain juice. Okay, good. I'm seeing Kelvin. Good afternoon. Vicky, Ryan Wong, good to see you. Classy, welcome back. And yes, very happy to see all of you. Yes, I'm going to start right now by showing all of us a very important article. And this article was fresh out of yesterday. And we've seen it and we say, we got to dive into it, all right? So here we go. I'm not too sure the effect of me appearing with the QR code over my face. Let me just check this out. Okay, we're going to look at this interesting article. And it says over here, options trader makes 160 million bet that the bottom is in for Pinterest. Wow, what a big statement right here, right? And of course, when we go about reading such an article, we are packed with the data to kind of support whatever there's news out there to make sure that what we are reading is accurate. So I'm going to go down right here and go through the key salient points, all right? Now he's saying right over here, this is the one that we are disputing. And I use pretty a strong word. I welcome all of you to contribute to the discourse and to check whether what I'm sharing with you today is accurate or not, right? The so-called person or the article, let me see who's this person, right? The person, his name is called Tony Zhang. Tony Zhang. Tony Zhang. All right. And he said this, he spotted this particular contract, this position, of someone who went in to sell 80,000 contracts of the August 20 strike or August 20 expiration puts, collecting about 2.55 per individual contract. Now that is the value of the contract we call premium. Now that's more than 20 million in premium, but it obligates this trader to cough up another 140 million to buy the 8 million shares of Pinterest if it's below $20 strike by August expiration. So far, so good. But what is the problem in this particular line? To the untrained student who doesn't understand about options trading, or you think that you are already into the options trading world, I'm telling you that this is a very fascinating chance for us to clear the air, to give you a deeper understanding into the world of options trading, all right? So we pull out our, our data, and this is our proprietary spiking options trading AI data. We are able to see this trade on our dashboard. Now this is very important that we have the ability and the know-how to go out there to understand every single options trades that's performed on Wall Street, including insider trading transactions made on Wall Street. So right over here, we're going to go through together. And this is a really fascinating stuff. This is Pinterest. Stock price was trading at $20.31. True enough, there is a block quantity of 80,000 contracts transacted. The date 6th of July, and the premium is 2.55. This number matches with the article, right? So the article was also talking about 2.55 right here, and we want to cross-verify that, all right? correct? And there is the 19th of August 2022, this year expiration. So we have an expiration date established. And then we have the strike price of $20 puts established. So typically these two give us what we call the contract. And we can even tell you in very clear details that it was executed at 9:59, take it as 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes after the opening bell on 6 July. There was a trade done on Wednesday, all right? Now, the total amount collected is a really simple math. So what we do is right over here. There's 80,000 contracts. You always multiply by 100 shares, and then you multiply by the premium, 2.55. So this is always the step that most traders didn't pick out the what we call the manual effort. You must always have the manual effort. Take out a real human calculator. Don't do mental sums. And you have to physically press on the calculator. So I'm pressing on my calculator right now. 80,000 multiplied by 100 shares. Each contract represents 100 shares. Multiplied by 2.55. All right? So the answer is $20.4 million. So I come back here and put $20.4 million. All right? So every step we go out there to verify the numbers. So we say, okay, confirm, there's $20.4 million. Let's cross-check. True enough, the guy, he just rounded down, right? He's just call it a $20 million premium. All right, we are somewhere on the same page. But what is the problem here? The problem is he assumed this particular trader went to sell because he says sold. So whenever you sell something, you collect money into your account. And that portion is highlighted by him. That's more than $20 million in premium that the trader has collected. All right? So if you read the first hand, this statement, your mind is saying, yeah, so far so good, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. That guy collected 20 million until I show you this very important slide. This is our proprietary slide. That means to say he's assuming that this trader is a seller of a put. That puts him into this particular quadrant. All right? And what it means is that he's selling naked. Now, the concept of selling naked means that if the stock price continues to go up, he will make money. Now, this is the part a lot of people get totally confused because I put this chart right here so that to give you clarity. For a seller of a put, the only way you can make money is provided the stock price goes up and your put premium goes down. Because how does a seller make money? A seller sell high first, buy low later, makes money. So as long as the put premium keeps going down, which is represented by the yellow arrow, he can buy low later. So at step one, when he sell high, we are assuming the fact that he sold high at $20.4 million. Now, that is mind-boggling. Think for a moment. This trade is what we call a naked trade. Interactive brokers would never allow you to put on a naked sold leg without you hedging it against a bought leg. This trade would never happen at all. It is naked. So I do not know what this guy is talking about. Why would a brokerage house deposit $20 million in your account for putting a naked trade, and what is the collateral in your account? So that is where I raise the flag. I think there's some very, very wrong assumption here, and we're going to come back and look at this article. So this article assumed that, number one, the trader has done what we call a naked sold leg, right? And I want to put it right over here so that everybody can see for yourself. Naked Soul Lake without hedge. All right? Without hedge, it also means that you don't have a counter bought leg to hedge against the Soul Lake to get a credit. No brokerage platforms out there will allow you to do that unless it's what we call a crypto brokerage like Celsius, Voyager, or Three Arrows. I'm talking about those who over leverage. That's why they got killed today. I don't think a reputable brokerage house will allow you to do that. Okay? So that's the reason why I'm bringing out this flag right now. Now, even if he's true, you think how ridiculous this whole thing is, right? Let's say this person who contributes to the article, let's assume that his statement is true, all right? That's more than 20 million. So point number one, if it is true, it means that whatever monkey brokerage house that this trader is using, the brokerage house decided to give this trader 20 million credit into the account, which is bloody ridiculous. I never heard anything like this before. And just assume this article is true. It means that it obligates this trader to cough up another $140 million to buy the 8 million shares of Pinterest if it is below 20, which is the strike price by August expiration. All right? So, think rationally for a moment. Would you, in your normal human brain, want to make $20 million, but if your decision is wrong, you have to cough up another 140 millions and make yourself a bankrupt overnight? Would you ever do that? So the whole article is already wrong. No human logic would do that. No one in the right mind would do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because step one, no brokerage house in the right mind would allow this trader to do that in the first place, unless we're talking about a fishy-washy crypto brokerage house out there. We're not talking about crypto brokerage house. We're talking about traditional Wall Street brokerage house right here. So this whole thing is so ridiculous. They just want to grab the headlines. Now, I'm going to go back right now to understand why the guy needs to cough up. It's not 140 million, it's $160 million. Here we go. Because it says over here, and I want to make this really, really big, right up here, right? The seller of a put has to buy the stock when being assigned or expired in the money. It means what? It means that he bought a strike price of 20, and the only way for him to make money is provided the stock price goes up. So for him to lose money, it means that the stock price must go down. So when the stock price goes down below the strike price of 20, the put premium will shoot up. So it's the opposite direction. So if he's a seller of a put, how does a seller make money? A seller sell high first, buy low later, make money. Now he can't buy low later because when the stock price goes down, the put premium goes up. He can't buy low, he have to buy much higher. And as a result, he will be assigned because the buyer of the put exercise and he will face assignment. So we take this logic, come back to here. Okay? How many contracts he has? So I'm going to calculate right this in front of you. And we're going to do this math, really nice math. This is beautiful math. So 20,000 contracts multiplied by 100 shares. All right? At the strike price of $20, you take this, you multiply out, equals to, so again, I remind all of you, please take out your calculator, 20,000 multiplied by 100, multiplied by $20, there's sorry, somewhere my calculation went wrong. One more time, 20, he bought, no, 80,000, no wonder I pressed wrong, one more time. Oh yeah, one more time, 80,000. 80,000 contracts multiply by 100 shares multiply by a strike price of 20. Let's get the answer out together. All right, one more time. 80,000 multiplied by 100 shares multiplied by $20. That's $160 million. Now, every step I love to calculate, I won't read it as it is. That is my habit. I will calculate until I get my numbers matched exactly with what the article says. All right? So you take this $160 million and go back to here. He's saying that, look, if the guy is wrong, he have to cough up another 140 million because he has taken into account that 20 million was already deposited into the trader's account by whichever donkey brokerage house that done that. So net, he already collected 20 million, but he have to cough out a total 160 million, so he have to cough out additional 140 million. Now, all that words in the paragraph is stated factually, mathematically, it is correct. The only problem is what? You tell me, what is the only problem? I love to see your comments. Can all of you take this time right now, go to the chat, and I can see you guys coming from Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Tell me what is the problem with this whole stupid article other than the fact that your teacher here have mathematically verified that the numbers are correct, but what went wrong? I like to see your answers right there on the chat, and I shall wait for you. What went wrong? Oh my gosh, nobody responded. Because this is too complex to you. What simply went wrong? All right, what simply went wrong? I'm waiting for you guys. What simply went wrong? I think there's a time lag between what I say right now versus by the time it streams out to you guys, and then I can read your chat, all right? So I'm just kind of a refresh again, and I want to make sure you are really chatting with me. Okay, what is wrong with this whole article? What is wrong? So I'm asking you a question. I hope you respond to me on the chat. Okay, so far no takers. No takers. I see Jeffrey, you say the guy has to cough up $180 million. Nope, the total amount he has to cough up is $160 million. Mathematically, we have calculated that already, all right? It is $160 million, not 180. So that part, we have already done our calculation. But I'm asking all of you viewers to kind of push your boundary and think really, really hard. When you read article, don't accept it as factual. What is the main argument I'm putting across to you that there is something wrong with this article? What is wrong? So I'm waiting for all of you to put up your answers, and I'm not too sure. I'm not seeing on the live chat here, right? So, are you guys chatting with me? I gotta have confidence on my tools right here. Okay, even if you don't have an answer, can you just say hello on the chat, unless I know you are chatting with me? Can I request that you put hello into the chat before I just give you the answer? Hey, are you there or not, you guys? Are you there? Okay, still thinking. That's fair, Benjamin. Continue to think. Okay, Casey Mac say hello, no idea. Stephanie say hi. Jeffrey say hello. All right. I'm going to give a final chance. Shane, give me a 2 smile. Ronnie, say hi. Welcome back. And I'm going to give you the answer right now. All right? I know you have tried your best. This is not simple. You probably have to rewind, playback this particular YouTube video. It's so fascinating, right? Let me tell you what's wrong. The whole thing was wrong because he assumed that the trader sold 80,000 contracts. I don't believe the trader sold 80,000 contracts because of, number one, there are 3 reasons. All right? I think this is absolutely wrong assumption. So I better type nicely right here, or not you guys go on the wrong track, go on the dark side. Wrong assumption. Because number one, let's go through why the assumption is wrong. Number one, brokerage house would never permit a naked leg. I've not come across a brokerage house that's willing to break this rule. Would never permit what we call a naked leg. That's number one. Number two, doesn't make sense to the trader. Because you make 20 million, but if the direction goes wrong, you lose $140 million. Which idiot out there would do that? No one would do that. So this whole assumption, I call the bluff of this contributor. No one would do that because the risk-reward ratio doesn't match at all. Why would you just want to make $20 million and risk $140 million if the direction goes wrong? No human, normal guy would do that. Based on these two assumptions, I call the bluff. I say that this is not sold, this is bought. Now, if truly this is bought, we go back right here. And you follow the logic. If this is a buyer of a put, it makes sense right now. Right? You would buy 20 million, no problem. At most, you lose maximum 20 million. And all that you are believing is that the stop price should go down. As the stop price goes down, the put premium goes up. So you buy low. How low is the low? The value of your contract. And you sell high as the price goes up. And in fact, if in the event Pinterest crashed to zero, you know, he will sit on unlimited profit. It's like obscene. So what he's really betting on, the risk reward is much more rational right now. Because of the fact that he's putting 20 million in the event the stock price of Pinterest crash. All right? And in fact, many of the tech companies right now, their price just keep crashing for whatever headwind reasons. All right? His upside is much higher than his downside. At most, the risk is he lost 20 million in the event Pinterest decided to go up. But in the event Pinterest decided to go down, he will make much, much more than 20 million. So the risk, maximum 20, the reward can be 100 million. And that is what we say the article is wrong to assume is the trader sold. He should assume the trader bought. All right? So I hope this video will inspire you to have the motivation to learn more about options trading. And don't just accept articles as they are. Don't think that's because the article appears on CNBC, the guy is a smart guy. No. You have just gone through a very important journey with me for someone to assume someone is so stupid out there to risk 20 million and then potentially just to profit 20 million and potentially you stand to risk $140 million worth of losses. No one would do that. And in fact, this assumption cannot be true at all because the brokerage house will never permit you to sell naked. And that is what I want to inspire you guys today. I hope you enjoy the series because, you know, every day for the next 100 days, I'm going to give you stock market inspiration. And you look at the screen right now on the bottom right-hand corner, there's a QR code. All right? And out of this QR code, what I do is I'm firing off a trade every single day, Mondays all the way to Sundays, without fail. Every day I say I must find one great idea, fire off the trade. And what you stand to benefit from is you follow me on the QR code, you will know exactly what trades I fired off every single day, Mondays to Sundays. And I'm going to do this till end of this year so that I bring our entire community through this volatile period. I want you guys to stay in the market. I want you guys to extract wisdom from the market, Don't stop right now. Don't panic right now. This is the time not to relax. This is the time to step up 10 times more of what you did previously. So I'm doing 10 times more. Every day, one video, every day, one trade. Thank you so much for joining me today. And for those of you coming to my options trading masterclass tonight, please show up on time because we're going to complete the mastery of the salvation strategy. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to seeing you tonight. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.